everyone. PFC James Balzer here. I will do the Pledge of Allegiance, then we will talk about the American flag and the Olympics. Please join me if you're at home. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless America, Semper Fi. Now, we're going to talk about the Olympics and the greatness of the Olympics and the people that take part in the Olympics. Now we have our Olympics in Tokyo, Japan, and our nation is being represented there by many people. However, I want you to think back to the formation of the Olympics in 1898 in Greece, the first Olympics. And then to think of our greatest American athlete, Jim Thorpe, part Native American, part white ethnics. He participated in those Olympics, and he did a great job for our country. He is the only man to win the pentathlon and the decathlon. However, his medals were stripped from him. If anyone had a right not to agree with our nation, it was Jim Thorpe. But yet he stood proudly, even though his medals would subsequently be stripped from him and brought back years later. And the injustices he suffered as a Native American, he still represented our country very proudly. For those who don't know it, General George Patton also participated in the 1912 Olympics. And also, the most important of all, is Jesse Owens, who in 1936 was in Berlin for the Olympics and won the gold. He stood up to Hitler, he stood up to the Nazis. He did a fantastic job for our nation. And when it came time to receive his medal, he didn't kneel, he didn't turn his back on his country, and even though there was great injustices to African Americans at that time, he stood proud. Could you imagine if he had turned his back on the national anthem or America in front of Hitler and the Nazis, how bad that would have looked? We have people now who will turn their back on the national anthem, kneel for the national anthem, disgrace the flag, disgrace our country. If they do that, that's their call, that's their right. However, I think the ones we should focus on are the Americans that are standing there proudly when the national anthem is played and representing our country, standing at attention with their hands on their heart. Again, taking pride in being an American. These are the people we should salute and thank. Now, let me add this in closing, that there's different ways to do this. You can boycott the Olympics, not watch it. However, that does a disservice to the people that are truly standing there representing our country and proud of it. There are many more Americans who are proud to be there and proud to stand there. Now, again, if you want to boycott them, please do. If you don't, watch it. So it's a lot of differences here and a lot of moving pieces. But again, I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud to have served our country in Vietnam. I'm proud to watch the Olympics when I do. However, turning your back on the national anthem, turning your back on your country is wrong. In closing, God bless America, Semper Fidelis. Thank you.